Hey folks, Evil Pajamas here with another Civilization 6 video. We'll be featuring Heroes and Legends game mode on. This will be a special video because our channel has had its first ever request for content. So big thanks to viewer Kyle Napoleon who put in a request for some playthrough of the Mayan civilization. We'll be playing for Lady 6 Sky or Sky 6, I can't recall which it is. So let's get started. They are playing on Emperor difficulty, so we're going to mirror that difficulty so that the tips can be the most relevant on this playthrough, and that they're running up against the difficulties in the medieval era. So this is actually my third attempt at making this video, and the reason for that is because I got the sense from the comment that they are getting sort of aggressive play from the AI around that period of time and being out-teched. And what happened on my first two playthroughs is that I didn't meet any other civilizations for 70 turns. So I don't think that that would have been a very good play example because I was just sort of off on my own island. So a lot of times I like to use a map that I've played before, but I don't want to do that for this video because we are trying to just play with on a map that we aren't already familiar with. So we're going to be playing for the Mayans, and I will set it on Emperor difficulty. And I really am going to make, I really want to try this, but it's so random, and it's maybe why we ended up on those islands, is I really want to try the Primordial map for this because I think that could be really fun to get the output bonus near a volcano for the Mayans, and there's a lot of volcanoes on Primordial. So we'll leave the default for Primordial, which is a small map, and then we'll select Secret Societies and Heroes and Legends. We'll leave Disaster Intensity. And actually, in order to get more aggressive, to try and get to the point of the first video, I'm actually going to ramp up and add two more AI so that the map is a little bit more crowded even than normal. Give me 1 second and I'm going to record this game seed in case we run into a map that we like and we would like to see again. Alright, so we are all set. Emperor with the standard settings, added two additional AI players for 7 total AI players, and Heroes and Legends Secret Society is on. So let's go ahead and get started again on my third attempt. Hopefully we're not going to get an island again where it takes 70 turns to meet another civ. Okay, so we're loading up, and you know what? I think the first problem is our leader actually has like no muscle tone. They have these like little baby arms, as if they were like Deadpool, who had like their arms blown off and grew back little baby arms. And then they have these little sausage fingers and a really dull spear, and they look like they're wearing a Zul'Gurub armor set here. But all kidding aside, what you want to do is you want to build your cities within 6 tiles of your capital to get a yield bonus of 10%. Cities outside of that will get a negative 15% yield. There's also combat bonus for fighting within 6 tiles of the capital. The biggest thing you want to watch out for at the beginning is that you start out with, when you build your first city, with the 3 housing cap because you don't get the freshwater or coastal bonus. So you're going to need to get a farm or a a farm or a granary down right away. Farm preferable because you get this gold bonus. But farms give a full +1 housing instead of half a housing. And then amenities adjacent to luxuries adjacent to the city center give amenities. They also have an early archer unique unit, which is nice, and early science district. So let's see what we've got on our specially crowded primordial map. So, ta-da! Okay, so we've got a lot of jungle, and I get the impression that we are probably on the northern end of the map, but I can't tell for sure. Nope, actually not. I don't think so, because I think this compass appears sort of in the center of the map. So I think we're center-ish, and hopefully this isn't like a very large body of water, but even if it sort of is, it looks like we can build on the other side of this. So we have actually maybe a good hub set up here. So I think what I'll do is actually move down here so that, well, actually no, because I don't want to grow too quickly, so I don't really need this four food tile, and I already have this equivalent tile here, so I don't need to spend an additional turn of lost time to move down here. And normally I would move down here, so that I had access to both of these, but I don't need the food tile right away because of my housing limitation. So we'll go ahead and settle in place here, and then so we want to get the ability to get the granary out right away. Uh, Fortunately, we have this flat land spot here where we could construct a farm, so um, actually, because of that, I'm not going to go granary right away because we can get the additional one housing by building an immediate builder. So, like, that I think is the strategy you want to go with. If you have flat land nearby, instead of going slinger first, you can go builder first, um, and then get the extra point of housing by building a farm there. And the other thing too, by going animal husbandry, we can get to our archer special unit quicker, and on a crowded map, that should help. So let's go builder first, and that's nice to have that flatland tile nearby. So we didn't get the volcano I was hoping for, but oh well. All right, so you can't win them all, or you can if you're good. But anyway, so that's where we are, and I will cut out here, and I will cut back in when we have some points of interest to discuss. All right, so we've got our worker built, so we're going to come down here and we're going to build the farm. You can see that we've already got that penalty here, where we're growing 50% slower. So it's huge to get this farm down early, so it's nice to have that flat land down there and get rid of that growth penalty. And then we will pick up an extra good tile to work here, although it's now that we have both of these tiles, we're getting quite a great start there. Um, we have a really interesting start here, actually. So there's the barb camp here, so we're going to want to build a slinger unit here to try and get that boost for archery and to get to our special unit faster. So we've got a ton of marsh here. So I'm thinking that if we can rush an early Pantheon, we could get the Lady of the Reeds and Marsh here and get some huge production value out of these tiles if we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we can get over to that. So I think that would actually be a good strategy to go with here. So when you look at your early layout, you do want to see if there's some way you can benefit more than you normally would from certain types of pantheons, depending on what your terrain type is. So I'm not going to start into the archery yet here. I don't think I'm gonna go with the pottery here in case I do need to build a granary, but I think I have another flatland there. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into mining so that I can get that chop if we need. Then I will go over here because I completed the animal husbandry and I can get that farm on. So because of the way the 6 tile thing works with your with the special ability for this leader, we want to make sure that we're sort of exploring in a circle initially to try and scout out our best options. But at the same time, we're going to want to come out here and clear that barb camp. So that's where we are at right now, and we will pick up again in a bit, cutting out at turn 12 right now. So we're on turn 15, and we completed Code of Laws, so we're just going to start now accumulating faith by adding in God King. So we have our slinger done, and we're going to come down here, try and bait out this spearman so that we can get a boost and level up our slinger a bit. So continuing to explore over here. So we've got some nice flat land over here, which is nice for farms. But then again, we still are looking at that early Pantheon strategy here, if we can get that down. We started building a settler here, even though that's going to reduce our population. I don't think we can wait on Magnus. Sometimes with secret societies on, you can get a couple of early titles, and then you do want to hold off on your settler because then you can wait and get the Magnus not reducing population ability. So yes, I don't know the real names of the abilities. I just call them generally what they're called. I think you know what I'm talking about, probably. So we've consumed our builder, but we have some massively productive tiles here, and we are producing a lot of gold. One thing I did tend to forget to is to really keep an eye on your gold total for when you can buy into specific units, like, because you don't want to pass up like the optimal time to do that, if at all possible. So All right, so we've met a city-state. Unfortunately, we're not the first one to meet them, which isn't surprising because we're on sort of a crowded map here. So, so there's where we're at, and we will cut out here and pick up again a little later. What, turn 16 now? So we are on turn 19 now, and so we found out why we didn't meet that city-state first because it's literally almost right on top of Scythia, which we just met, and he's actually just embedded it by two city-states. So it'll be interesting to see, or she, if she interested to see if she gets real aggressive with them. We also met Teddy Roosevelt down here. Hopefully he doesn't bogart this camp from us, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to. So yeah, F you, Teddy Roosevelt. All right. But at least okay, so we get that out of it. So I mean, we can't totally complain because it saves us some time there of kiting around and all that BS. So I mean, I did crowd the map out on purpose, so I can't really bitch that an AI came along and took that camp. So oh well. So we are heading into turn 20, and we've got 5.2, 6.2 faith, and we are exploring along here. Our settler is almost done. We've grown our population now up to 3 out of the 5 cap. So this would give us a population hit of 1, and we're still not at the population penalty right now. So with that in mind, I think we're not going to complete the settler right now, especially with a potentially aggressive civilization down there. I don't think we have discovered any heroes yet. We have not, so but we are going a little bit slow on this. So the monument would be nice, but I think we're not going to build another slinger because this is tough. All right, we don't want to build another slinger necessarily because I don't want to have to pay to upgrade them, but I am generating a lot of gold here. But see if we can get away with making a monument here to try it because we want to get a religion. We might not we might need to speed into getting the Great Prophet card because we have so many AI players on the map, and on a small map, I think that I don't think it necessarily increases the number if by increasing the number of players. I don't know. We'll have to check. It would be 4 normally if you left the default count on. Um, so all right, so I should have probably initiated this trade actually, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna haggle a little bit because you can usually get away with haggling just a little bit. Oops, he's only got 10. Let's see. Okay, so maybe not. We're not getting away with haggling a little bit this time, but we're gonna go ahead and trade that to them. Um, so now we have 218. Um, 218. So I think we do have enough to get a builder here, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and then continue exploring here. So we should probably look to see if we can grab another trade partner here with Scythia if they need. Um, no, actually, we've only got the 2 resources. That's right. All right, so we'll cut out here on turn 23 and pick back up in a little bit. So we're on turn 27, our border expanded out here, and we have this amazing tile that we're working right now with that farm on there, which the farm actually helps again with the housing issue, and we've discovered a tribal village over here. We've already approved 3 tiles, so we don't have to worry about triggering that with only 1 turn left on it and getting screwed over on how much value we're getting out of that. So we're getting 75 gold, so we're back up to 160 gold again, even after spending all of our gold on a worker, so that's nice. And these bros are sort of hanging out here. So now um, let's see. So if we start building into our slinger now, it'll automatically convert into this archer. So we'll do that. And you're probably wondering why I'm not getting that settler yet. I think it's because I don't want to lose access to these 3 tiles. So we're not going to do that quite yet. So a lot of barbs running around here, but we've got craftsmanship and archery now, and Still need to leave God King slotted in. So with archery completed, we can move on and grab pottery here. Although I really need to find a natural wonder if I want to get my religion off the ground so I can research astrology. So we'll come over here and probably chop that and build a farm. Um, Foreign trade, I'd like to get the boost on that if possible. Come over this way and which way? So I'll go here because the junk. There's the water body. All right, so okay, so one thing you can do if you're getting a lot of aggression early is you can send delegations on the first turn. If they'll accept one that as a person that you meet them, they're on deity they always accept it. I don't know on other difficulties if they always accept or not. Um, but that will give you, I believe, like 3 additional favor, and it'll buy you, with depending on what their disposition is towards you, it will buy you a little bit of extra time. Um, it might keep them from attacking you early on. So there's that to consider. So we need 38 more production here. This will give us 25 if we plow it down now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now we only need 2 turns to produce that. And let's see, we'll hang out here for a bit and we will build a farm here. Give us more house. So now we're up to 8 housing here, so we're well within the cap. So I actually would, sort of loathe to lose a citizen to make a settler, but I can't seem to find anything that will give us the titles for the governor that we need to avoid that. So there is a barbarian camp up here, but I have an impression that Scythia cleared that one out. So we'll go over here with our guy and try and clear out this barb camp over here. And in the meantime, oh, do I bite the bullet? I can still work these 3 tiles if I take the settler now. Um, so I say we go ahead and finish it. There's no guarantee that we're going to get a governor title anytime soon, and much less 2 of them that we would need, and then 5 more turns to install Magnus to save that population. So we're growing plenty fast anyway, and we're still working those 3 slots. So that is fine. I'm going to go ahead and continue to pump these guys out. And we'll come down here and come over here with our archer unit. Now, our strategy was going to be to go over here and try and get that Pantheon bonus for the marshes. So I know that we had sort of thought of another strategy where we were going to use this flatland for farming. So, but I think that we can do that later and go with the marsh Pantheon right now. Once we get to a Pantheon, so we're getting 1 per turn. So we're going to need 7 more turns to get that. So come in here and this way. And 2 turns left on pottery, 5 left on foreign trade. So I'm going to start into state workforce, and hopefully we'll discover something that will finish off foreign trade for us. Not a guarantee, and it slows you down a little bit there, but it's worth it if you can boost your way for free into that. So consider which way we're branching off here with the second settlement. So this is an excellent tile here. We could sort of land in between the 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we could come over here and grow pretty fast with this, which also is not a bad play. But then we lose access to getting the addition. Actually, because of the city center being being by, you get the bonus amenities for being by luxury resources. We're gonna settle in between these 2 luxury resources. So I think that is the correct play there, probably. It may not be. It's just sort of something I thought of right on that spot and was just going to proclaim that it's the correct play because I'm just recording this and there's no one to contradict me. So cutting out here while I clear this barb camp, and we'll pick up a little bit. We're on turn 35 right now. So we are on turn 38. I went ahead and settled this. I bought a builder because we had plenty of gold to do so, and so we want to speed up that settlement. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to use heroic tales here because I haven't. Usually you don't have to waste time on this, but I don't have any hero to use, so and I don't really have anything of concern to build because I don't need the granary there right now because I have plenty of housing. So I'm going to go ahead and use heroic tales because I have the extra time to do so in this particular city. Otherwise, I would just be churning out more of the special archer unit, and that would just be increasing my overhead, and I'm not really doing anything with them right this moment. So that's where we are at on that. So hopefully we get a good pull off of the heroic tale. So cutting out here on turn 38, right after I send this friend request to Scythia, and there we go. All right, we'll be back in a few. So we got our Pantheon, and I changed my mind on Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, even though that gives +2 production from marsh wastes, and there's a lot of marsh here. There's not a lot in my borders right now, and I can immediately benefit from God of the Hunt because I have 1, 2, 3 camps. So we are going to take that, although Divine Spark would help me lock up a religion once I'm able to get that built, but I don't think I'm actually going to get a religion this time. It doesn't look like it. Like if we look on the Great People tab, it looks like there's a lot of people that already have accumulating great profit points, and I am not one of them. So it doesn't look like that, but I'm happy with the buff that we're getting now. These tiles are pretty amazing right there. So that's where we're at on that on turn 40. I just wanted to share our thoughts on adjusting the Pantheon pick there. We'll pick up again in a bit. So we finished and we got Beowulf, which isn't really what I was looking for because this is what I'd be looking for if I was playing in a real aggressive game with my neighbors, which I don't. Well, actually, I'm friends with Scythia, but we're not going to be friends if he comes in with my 6 tile radius here and F's me over like he's going to get attacked. So, or she, whoever, I don't know what Tomris is, to be honest with you. It looks like a female to me. I guess I'll have to Google it. So let's go ahead and get bronze working so that we can reveal iron. Do we have the option to tell them not to settle near me? No, because I don't have any diplomatic favor. So that's not going to work. I have 10 diplomatic favor from something, but I'm not generating any. So now we are going to um, so the observatory is buffed by nearby plantations, and we have that one right there, but then we would need to clear one of these. It's so I have a feeling I'm gonna have to get aggressive with I can't. I have declared friends with them, so that's not cool. So all right, so that was a mistake because now they're gonna come down here and horn in on my area. So I better start building a settler before they start taking up too much of the space that I need there. So, because I really do need to defend this within 6 tiles area very badly. So, let's go ahead and start building another settler here. And yeah, not happy about this at all. I'll just stand here and try and get in the way, but that's not going to work. They're just going to go around me. So yeah, totally not cool. Should not have declared them friends. Should not have done it. Um, so here we go. Rough Rider Teddy. So they're offering me. You know what? I will take that diplomatic favor because I want to ask Cynthia to not. Why can't I tell her that now? Now it's gone. What happened to the option to make a promise? Backstab likes to declare their friend hates the religion. Backstab for worth. Well, maybe you shouldn't come down here and try and settle where I am then, Tomris. So this is really aggravating because they keep moving. They keep moving farther down here. Like I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. But it's not. It's not good. I need to be able to tell them not to settle there, which they won't agree to anyway, but all right, so we'll cut out here and I'll update you on how this is going shortly. So we are on turn 50. Fortunately, they seem like they're not comfortable settling. They're wandering around here, but I still don't want them anywhere near that area. I had a fire over here, which was annoying because I think I lost a population from it, but I can't tell for sure. But now this tile is amazing because it's even better than it was before. So there is that. So we've got some pretty amazeballs production here, but I'm still really irritated by this going on over here. So I don't think there's any way that I can stop it necessarily. Um, but if I can push them far enough out, maybe that will have to be good enough. Um, so we'll have to see. I just don't want them to hem it in so that there's an area where it's all just red because I'm too close to both cities. So that would be the worst result. So running short on housing here, you can see. So I think that what we'll do is we're gonna maybe go ahead and flat out purchase the granary so that we keep growing. I think that's what we'll do. So we're gonna purchase the granary here. Or actually, I think what we'll do is we'll purchase a builder instead. We're gonna purchase a builder and then we'll do a chop here and put down a farm. So let's go ahead and we'll start building the granary. And we're gonna get a settler in one turn. Okay, so it looks like I'm guessing they're gonna settle here now that they're by this coastal river spot. I'm almost certain of it now. So what to do, what to do, what to do. So we need irrigation actually so that we can upgrade that banana and actually get a bonus for a campus if we ever build one. So it doesn't look like we're going to discover a second continent, so we'll just go ahead and do that. And now we want to we'll go ahead and do the devotion to Beowulf. Or we're not attacking yet, and it only takes one turn, so we'll build a granary even though there's absolutely no need for it here. Um, I guess we could have done another heroic whatever thing, but so I'm pretty sure I'm fairly certain that he is going to plop a city down there. Uh, let's find out if I'm right here in a moment. Um, what to do here. We don't need the barbarian bonus, but we don't really need any of this. We can change this out because we already have our pantheon. So there we are. It's going to be 6 turns till that irrigation is done. And let's see if I correctly predicted this. No, city didn't go down there. Okay, interesting. So 1 turn till the end of the ancient era. Just wondering if they are. Sometimes they'll settle even if you're chasing them around like this. But if I can get now they're far enough away that it won't completely mess me up if they opt for something there. So if I speed up this granary, I don't really need to. They have 28 of 65. If I plow this over, yeah, so I can do that. We'll just plow this over, and then we'll probably build a campus or the campus upgrade, the observatory right there. We'll plow this one out and move over here. So, yep, there's their city. Okay. So We got a normal age. So I'm not ready to fight there quite yet. And that city is sort of useless right now, so I wouldn't really want to. There's nothing to pillage there or anything. So I know I'm going to be constructing specialty districts, but I also know that these are generally better. Um, so I find that the Eureka one is easier to get. Let's see. All right, so it didn't screw me over. I can still get within 6, but then they're going to complain that I settled too close, which is sort of BS because I wanted to tell them not to settle, and it disappeared for some reason. So, um, not sure what happened. So we'll go ahead here, and we will finish out early empire here, and then I think oh yeah, we were going to build a housing there. So this should bring us still at only, there's still 3 or 4 though, so we need more housing there. And then we don't want to settle right next to the volcano here, but we do want to settle next to the luxury resource. So between the 2 luxury resources is optimal. Get more amenities. So we'll come up here, and I think there is nothing else to do currently. Everything else. So we're not really fighting any barbarians anymore, so we might as well change this out here um, to melee anti-cavalry and range units. So let's go ahead and do that because there's no barbarians to fight around here anymore. So that's where we're at, and we are cutting out at turn 54. So it's turn 57. We just got our first governor title, which is pretty slow. So again, like normally I like to get the early Magnus to not use up settlers when I build, or not use up population when I build a settler, but I only have a few more builds left because as far as my central hub. So that might impact my decision a little bit here, and I think that since we're building the science here, we could either, so we need to build a lot of stuff. So Pingala would be useful, probably somewhere where I could just purchase the things. So like we could get faster growth off of the Magnus surplus logistics, and we have some buffer for growth in this city. So I still am tempted to take Magnus here, and I also like to get the industrial zone bonus from all sides. So actually, we are still going to go with Magnus there, and there's plenty of chops left to take benefit of that as soon as we get up to get him installed in 5 turns. So let's go ahead and start building a library there then, and we'll just uh, I'm not sure if they're trying to get aggressive here or what's going on. So um, we're here. We've got 2 turns till that. We should probably buy another builder, to be honest with you here, and then we can build another farm because we're at 4 of 6 housing here though now, but we're going to be soon not at the amount of housing we want, and it looks like actually we have 2 governor titles, so um, we have a trade route coming, so I think we want to buff the Magnus growth one as well here, and that's both of our titles. So that will give us growth rate after we, no, I'm not giving you open borders. But we do have an elephant for trade if you would like. So let's see. Would you like this elephant for 1 gold? No, never mind. All right, so are here, and then moving up here and needed to purchase this builder. which I was going to do last turn and then got distracted by that terrible offer by Tomerus. Alright, so it looks like we finished our observatory, and then down here we are going to build a so not too useful there. We can build a hanging garden or a temple of Art. If we build a temple of Artemis here, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's probably better locations for it. I hit 3 camps if I do it right here. Um, but three is a doable number. But let's see what are we gonna get off of that? So 1 minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna build a temple of Artemis right here, and then we'll go here and. So that because part of it is just that we want the extra housing there. So and that's a way to get a lot of housing in one plot. So we are going up here and now with this builder, so we can speed up this build a little by doing some chops. All right, so we've got a trade route here. So Magnus will be established there in 3 turns. So if we use a domestic trade route here, we can speed up the growth here. It should dynamically adjust once Magnus is installed. And 4 more turns till we can get a better government in place. We've got general eruption here, not close enough to do anything for us. And we're here. So Tomer's still got a lot of club, just warriors here, so he's like 50 cent. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and shovel this down. But actually anywhere I can build a quarry around here, there has to be. I don't know, not really. So I'll just let that finish out. And we are holding the forward position here. Let's see. So we cleared this out, and we can go ahead and build another farm here, I guess. We should, yeah. So that'll increase housing and gold by 1. We'll get our growth rate up again. And we will cut out here at turn 62, and we will pick up again in a little bit. So we did political philosophy, and we've unlocked our other forms of government here. So not all of my cities have a district yet, so I think I'm going to go with autocracy here to speed up that wonder building. And then can also have the 2 military slots. Let's reduce the maintenance cost on our units because that'll save us a little bit of money. And then we will we can't decide what we want to do for the wildcard policy here actually. So see, we've got our option of what to build in the capital here. So what I think we'll do is, so we still don't have a centralized area to do builders, so I guess I will just build another builder here, and because we don't have Liang installed yet. And do we have tiles that we want to purchase? We're sort of low on funds, so I don't think we're going to be purchasing any particular tiles right now. So let's go ahead and we'll research mysticism then, and we'll fill these policy slots, even though we'll be able to replace them here in a moment. So we'll take the, where'd the plus to wonders go here? We'll slot that in there. And we're ready to go. I don't like that they brought another settler out here. That's irritating. Let's see what. It must be because we're friends that I can't tell them not to do that. I think that's what it is. I should not have friended Tomerus. That's really just been a disaster. But not too much because he's over here. But he's going to be a disaster if he comes out over here in some annoying fashion. Um, so getting in here and now here he comes, being all annoying. Let me see. All right, so we can build walls now. I'm just going to get in his way as much as possible here. So we've got this one boosted, so we'll go ahead and do that because it's a pretty reasonable choice. And let's see where we're at. We can build this plantation, which I think should up the science value on this up to 3. It is now. Okay, so that helps our science out. And then we're done for this turn. So I'd like to see how this settler reacts. All right, so we picked up an envoy. We don't have any. That's the first envoy we have. That's interesting. All right, so I think more science is good, and Hattusa is this one we can suzerain faster, and we are well, so we're just gonna wait until we can actually, yeah, until we can maybe do something with those. So now we can change policies again. I think we want the 15% buff. We only have 5 turns left on the Temple of Artemis, though. So we aren't really using that production value. When this worker is done, I think I'd like to build a settler out of here, just because I'm getting worried about that. So let's go ahead and slot in. God, I hate losing that for like 5 turns. Well, the worker's done next turn though. So let's go ahead and do that. So that added 1 turn on to the Temple of Artemis, not the world's biggest deal. So we'll start working on this because we know we'll get the boost in 6 turns. And let's see. How much can we get in the way here? I don't know. That seems to be as much as I can get in the way. They're going to complain about my military being here, but I don't want them to bring settlers out here, so whatever. Um, all right, so we've got a worker here, and I think what we'll do is we will come up here, and now we're going to train this settler. And five turns, 4 turns, 5 turns, 2 turns, 9 turns. Okay. All right, so we need to continue our blockade of this guy. And what we want to be able to do is we want to make sure that he can't slip out and run by us, so I don't think he can right now. Because sometimes if they can move 2, and they're friendly, they'll just walk right through your guys, which is annoying when you're trying to block them from going somewhere. So if I chop this, it's 31 and 31. Isn't it? Apparently my settlers are pretty expensive. I hate to chop that really nice tile there, though, that I'm actually working. But I need to free up the space anyway, so we'll chop it. Let's see where we ended up. So, all right. I need this friendship to expire. This is like the friendship from hell really here. Uh, he's gonna settle there now. He's gonna force me to attack them as soon as this friendship expires because he's fucking over my setup here. So, um, all right. So, what are we gonna need if we're gonna be going to war here? I don't. I didn't see any iron nearby really. If he builds walls, we're gonna need that. So, so we will move up here. All right, let's see what happens here. Nope, they moved back the other way here. So I'll have a chance to get my own settler out here maybe and sort of do some blockading here. So let me put the Apadana right here because I want to flood. I want a flooded Apadana. All right, our friendship has expired. Now I should be able to tell them to. Nope, I can't. What? Where is the thing like the don't settle near me option? I want at least 3 diplomatic favor out of this. All right, so get that, and we will come up here. And so there's still room to get up there. I need to get up there and stop him from blocking me. So I don't have a road up there, unfortunately. And now is that the spot he wanted? I shouldn't have moved my guy off that spot, I don't think. So we will here. We'll build a mine. We'll advance the wheel. The ace through five straight. All right. And settler moves up slowly. I feel like I'm pushing like a pawn up. Uh, so, all right, Temple of Artemis created, and lots of things popped up here. All right, so we've got that done, and we're going to need catapults probably. And is there a good spot to build the observatory now? Only if we purchase a tile. Um, so we don't need the production for the settlers in right now. We'll tell it at the end so I just don't forget it. So we need all right, so what are we going to need here? We are going to need another builder. I guess we need so many builders right now. It's just insane. All right. So, mainly because I don't have the governor that gives you the extra chop, but even still, I think I would need a ton of builders. I just have so much crap to chop down here. So another builder, and then here I'm going to build walls, and I'll open the civics tree, and I guess we'll get entertainment complexes unlocked. And we'll try to make sure that they can't run by me here. I'm not sure what they're doing there, but okay. So I'm almost there. I'm almost there where I can block them ish. I can sort of block them, hopefully. So I've almost made it. All right, and which tiles are being worked here? So we're working these two tiles. So maybe let's see. I think it's growing slow because we don't have any 2 of 4 now. Not sure what's up with this city here. It's being dumb. So we'll just let it be dumb. And almost forgot to change our government here. So we don't need this bonus to producing settlers anymore. Are we working on any ancient wonders? Yes. So we will go ahead and do that. And we're there. All right, and we will pick up again here shortly. We're back here on turn 79. I'm going to slot in this land surveyor's policy, so I'm going to use that to purchase up because I have 730 gold right now. So I am going to want to purchase some tiles. So that one is going to be growing into that slot next turn, but I can't wait. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to clear this out probably to grow even faster because I'm at 11 housing for 9 citizens. But when I clear this out, I'll just build another farm here. So now we unlocked civil service. We're butting against the limit here, but we're going to build. Oh, I'm going to need my worker up there then, actually, though. So we'll do that, and we can't change it for a few turns, so we don't have to decide right now what we're going to buy. So we don't have a card that we could change to immediately. We almost have the walls ready there, and we did another heroic tales here to see if we could get access to a better option for summoning a hero, which we didn't really get. That's not anything that we needed right now. So we have an open spot over here to do something with, and I think what we'll do is so observatory is not a good choice there. There's no adjacency bonus. Commercial hub's not a good choice there because there's nothing to do there. So, and I really don't want my encampment way in the back, but Theater Square actually gets 2 there. I'm +2 amenities, so I don't really need the entertainment complex. I could build an oracle there. I think we'll do that. We're going to go ahead and build an oracle on this spot, and then we will fortify here, retreat here, and bring these guys back. So 1 turn until we get the ancient walls up there. We're moving up here so that we can build a farm in that spot and get our growth back online. And so 1 turn to finish sailing, we'll do that. And let's see. So no particularly great bonuses here, really. If I had industrial zone, I would probably put it down there. But a 44, I mean, I guess we could start Machu Picchu over here because that hits all, it hits everything. So that is an option. But we also need housing, but there's not a lot of housing related things right here to get other than, I mean, I could build another, I guess I'll just build a builder here. Build a build. Should probably get another settler out soon, to be honest here. In case I don't want this area to get taken up either. So we'll move in here. We'll build a house. I've really only got 6 farms. That's surprising. Okay. So I think we will probably get another settler out here shortly, and we are just really short on governor titles this game, which is really odd. So we need to get. So even our tech tree is really odd. So we want to get access to harbor here, even though like I don't really need astrology now because I sort of scrapped the whole religion thing. Move up here, and then I guess we're just hanging out here with our sort of minimal amount of troops. So we got that built here, and we are actually going to probably purchase this tile over here. And by probably, I mean we are going to purchase this tile over here. And then we're going to come over here and build another farm on it. And let's see.
My ancestor Darius made.
Well, do you not realize that you are building in my area and wandering troops around there? Because you are. All right, so we're at +2 amenities and 10 of 12 housing, so I think, oh yeah, we were going to build another settler is what we were going to do. And then we are not sending envoys yet. I know we're missing out on a lot of resources, but we're sort of hoarding them just to see which one we want to target. Although, yeah, we're gonna hoard them for now. I want to be a little bit stingy with them. So, all right. So another awesome food tile we've created, like fucking General Mills down here of elephants and rice. Um, and gentle eruption. All right. So let's see. Um, so we're gonna want to get this done so we can build a harbor, and we are producing the oracle and 3 turns to finish theology and 5 turns on a builder up there. All right, so we're in sort of a holding pattern, so I will cut out here and we'll pick up here in a little bit. All right, so we're on turn 91. It looks like we got beat out to the Oracle there, so we have to shift to production. Luckily, there's not a bunch of wasted production because we weren't that far into it. So um, we're gonna go ahead and so we don't have a good use for the observatory, a good spot for the observatory, really. Um, Although I'd like to get that. We could clear this out. Actually, let me go ahead and buy this spot, although I already took out what I thought, because I thought I was done buying, but we'll go ahead and I hate removing tiles, but we have so much food that it's fine. So we're going to build the observatory there, and then here we finished our settler, and we can build a something. We're going to build something. Possibly a theater square. No, I don't like any of those options. Possibly a commercial hub. No, I don't like any of those options. Um, I guess we will. No, we're not going to build an encampment there either. So I guess for now we're just going to. So I didn't build the government plaza because I thought I was sort of done with the settlers, and I didn't really think I needed to focus on that. Obviously, I wasn't quite done there. So I think we could having difficulty deciding which the I'm just gonna build a builder here. So here we could you definitely use some more housing. Yeah, I thought I purchased all the tiles that I wanted to purchase, but apparently that was not at all the case. So let's go ahead and that area floods, but we're gonna put that there so we can work out to that horse tile maybe, and then given that we're working out to that horse tile, maybe I will switch this up. Um, Not get the boost. All right, so we've got a galley built. Oh, I should have built another galley out of there. That was what I meant to do. Let me switch that quick, and then we'll go back to building that. All right, so we've got a settler. It looks like we still have a room to build over here, thankfully. We've not been screwed over by Scythia. They're still just wandering aimlessly with that settler over there. I'm not really sure what they're doing with it. So 5 turns to the end of the classical era. We finished this, and now we can build a library here as well. And then we will come down here, build a mine, which gives us the apprenticeship. So we're here. We're super slow growth because we have crap for housing here. So we need to get some housing over there, which means we need to get a builder over there. We just consumed that builder. We're almost done with this builder. Um, yeah, I don't know why I don't have any governor titles this game, like two governor titles. I guess I'm just not routing my upgrades quick enough. But like like Tomers is ahead of me in military strength, so I have to keep an eye on that they don't do something out of the blue that I wasn't expecting. But I do have pretty fast production here, so I think I could ramp that up pretty quickly. Now they did. It looks like they did finally build a city over here. So I've got the shipbuilding upgrade here, and then uh, here we're going to. So we were gonna do something. Oh yeah, we finally can. Let's build a. So we can build a harbor here, but we don't get any adjacency. But so we could build it here, which is sort of pointless, but we get three gold. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna build a harbor in this lake, and then over here we're gonna go back to building our hanging gardens, and here we are gonna get our settler down here. So we've got our builder over here, and we need to build farms up here because they need farms badly. Tikal need farm badly. Oops, dead ending. And so that early friendly relationship with Tomers is really sort of what decided how this game would work out. I actually it's sort of odd because I don't even know why we're friends on here, but we are apparently, even though I settled next to them. And yeah, no idea really. So we'll go up here and got that. And so I want to have this, that's a bonus resource. I prefer that were a luxury resource, but hey. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I could go all the way out to here with it, to an extent, which either way, it's going to upset the AI player. So I've already kept my promise. So don't have to worry about being a promise breakery there. But this video is starting to run up against an hour long, so I'll probably have to pick this up in a second part. So sorry to the person that requested it, but it's even skipping through the turns. It's taking quite a bit of time here. So here is where we're at, and here's where so we have a good relationship with the neighbor. Teddy Roosevelt has been just like invisible down here, and we're relatively on par with the neighbors. So establishing a good relationship, you can do that with sending an early delegate and completing agendas. So obviously, I haven't even found most of the civs, even though I tried to crowd out this map. But I'm at 15 tech research, so quite a bit behind Teddy Roosevelt. Somehow he has twice the science, but only 18 tech research. Um, so I'm not in a great position here, but I'm not being necessarily overrun. You can see I'm actually, like overall score-wise, right about in the middle, not really dominant or anything. And sort of towards the bottom of the culture totem pole there. So this has been like an amazingly passive game where I like intentionally crowded the map. So um, that's where we are. Like it's sort of turtling, but not really. Like I actually wanted the AI to attack me initially, but they didn't. Um, so anyway, the key takeaways so far, and I can try and do a follow up on this save. So let me save it here. Um, so the key takeaway is really like how we mentioned early on that we you need to get the you need to get around those housing limits more than anything. That's probably almost more of a hindrance than the six square thing. So like here when we loaded up this map, obviously I benefited for some really amazing tiles around my capital. So like the thing is probably with those tiles, like a better player probably would have really ramped up quite a bit faster than I did with those tiles. So I went with a little bit of the slower game there, but I think that we're in decent position to ramp up as far as once we have room for more districts and we have a massive population ramp here. So at any rate, babbling on when the video is already really long. So if you want a follow-up to this video, just click or just post down in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you folks later. Evil Pajamas out.